everybody. It is Sunday. What's the date? Sunday the 4th.
Sunday the something of October.
Sunday the something of October. Sunday the 4th of October. And we are on our way
On holiday!
We're going on holiday, yeah! We've been kind of biting our nails for the past week or so, keeping our distance from everybody, because we're going to stop in a cottage, and we're stopping with John and Barbara and Liz, our friend, and we're all trying to self-isolate. We've been trying to self-isolate and keep away from everybody so that we wouldn't have any problems. But on top of that, the counties to the north of us, the counties to the right of us, and the counties to the south of us have all been on semi-lockdown because the students have all gone back to university and the coronavirus rates have shot up. So we were thinking, will we be able to go?
Predictable.
Well, yes, it's predictable. We were thinking, will we be able to go? Oh, that got to look there. And anyway, it's taken off. We're on our way. The trouble is, the place that we're going to, I have, I think I've already mentioned this, we're going to a place that is totally flat. Norfolk is totally flat. And last time I was there, I was about 7 or 8. How old were you?
9.
9? And it's not a place well, I don't know, our parents never really took us there very often.
Well, I went to Great Yarmouth when I was 9, yeah.
Yeah, I was about 8 when I went to Great
Yarmouth. And I had my first aeroplane flight in an Oster.
In an Oster?
Yeah, at Great Yarmouth. Can't tell you anymore.
My only recollection of Great Yarmouth was looking in a shop window at a shop that had wigs in it and picking out the bright ginger wig and saying to my mum, I want one of them wigs, Mum. I want that wig. I want a wig like that, Mummy. And she said, no, you can't have one. Which is probably why I like bright pink hair, because I always fancied the bright orange. I don't know why. Do you remember when we first got together? We first got together and I dyed my hair bright.
Oh, bright. The best thing about it was that prior to Micheline dyeing her hair bright copper, which is what it was.
It was bright orange.
Well, copper orange, orange copper. It was a shiny metallic orange. Anyway, it was bright. Well, prior to that, every time I went to the supermarket, because she has this thing about disappearing off in supermarkets, and I could never find her. Well, once she dyed her hair, it was easy.
Spot the ginger.
It was easy. She stood out from about.
It wasn't even ginger. It was
50 meters.
Bright orange. Yeah. It was. If you know the colours, if you know the dyes, it was Ferrier, and it was bright orange, really, really bright orange.
Oh, right.
So anyway, why have I started talking about dyed hair?
I don't know, but that was. I've been through
I'd been talking about wigs, and then I started talking about liking bright orange hair. Yes. Yeah. So anyway, this is a long journey. It's going to take us. Although it's only halfway down the country, it's going to take us. It's almost going to take us as long to get there as it does to go and visit my daughter, who lives on the other side of London, simply because the roads are.
It's in Norfolk. Basically, that's all you need to know. It's in Norfolk. Flat, narrow roads, lots of tractors.
Tractors on the road, so you can't get past. And I think you need your script. I've put it on. And so John and Barbara are ahead of us. They've gone out there. I think they should be there by now. And what time is it now? It is.
They've gone first.
3:15, and we've still got a couple of hours to go.
They've gone first, so that bag the best bedroom.
But he's already claimed it, haven't you? He's hoping to have claimed it. Last year we went on holiday with them, and we said, do you fancy going to Dumfriesshire? and we showed them the cottage, and they said, yes, we'll go with you as long as we have the double bed, because one room had double beds and one room had 2 singles. So we said, all right, you can have the double bed. So this time when they sent us the picture of, this is always a fond memory for me, that little, that's been there for years, but I love it anyway. So we sent them, they sent us the pictures of this one that we're going to, and he said, I'll only, because we were going to go to Dorset, and they convinced us to go to Norfolk. So he says, I'll only go if we can have the one with the room with the ensuite. So whether there is one or not, I don't know.
They won't get it.
They'll have bagged it, and as usual we'll just surrender and say, oh, go on, you can have it. Because it's more fun doing. We have a lot of fun, don't we?
We do.
Anyway, so
well, we do in interesting places. I'm not sure about flat places.
I'm sure it'll be very nice. The place we're going to, my son went, I've already told you this, but the place we're going to, everybody says it's lovely. Everybody that we mentioned it to has said it's lovely. It's called Wells Next to the Sea. No, Wells next
the
Wells Next the Sea. And that sounds weird to me. Why don't they say Wells by the Sea?
Because it's Old English, and Norfolk's only ever been inhabited by ancient Britons, and they're still there.
Hey, my grandfather originates from Norfolk.
No, all the clever ones migrated to America.
Oh yes, they did.
Yeah.
That's another thing. This family tree that I did, I've managed to trace quite a lot of relatives back to Norfolk, but quite a lot of them went to America. Apparently, quite a lot of people in Norfolk headed across to America in the 1600s.
If ever you come over and see Norfolk, you'll understand completely why they all went to America.
They were probably trying to hope that they could find something that had a bit better scenery. Well, we've still got an hour to get there, and it's getting flatter and flatter.
And muddier and muddier.
And muddier, oh yes, because it's getting muddier and muddier.
The clue is in a lot of the names.
So what were you saying?
I was saying that the clue is in the names of the roads. We've just been past Marsh Road. And then there's Puddle Duck Lane, of course.
Puddle Duck Lane. John and Barbara have arrived there, and they're having a walk around the town, and she sent a picture of a butcher's shop whose name is above it is the name of my grandfather's name, which is Howell. And so I then sent that picture to my children for them to see, and to say it could be a distant relative, because the gentleman's called Arthur Howell Butcher. And my son said, when you're there, look for the Howell bump. And I'm thinking, what's he talking about? So I then messaged back and said, what do you mean Howell bump? And he sent a picture of his ear, and apparently on his little ear here he has a little bump, and he says, Grandma always told me that was the Howell bump, that all the members of the Howell family had a little bump in their ear. Only on one side though, not on both sides, and I haven't got it. So he reckons that I've got the French side.
She's definitely got the French side. You should see her when she drives.
I don't like going slow.
No.
Yeah, so anyway, very flat, getting flatter. We do grow a lot of veg and fruit around here. That's cabbage. I think we're just past broccoli. And some flowers. They also grow flowers here, very like the flatlands of Amsterdam, of Holland, in that they grow lots of because obviously it's wet clay, they're not short of water for the plants to feed on. Well, we're just past, well, not actually past it, we're past the road that led to Sandringham Castle, Sandringham Palace.
Sandringham Palace.
And that led us to having a discussion of what's the difference between a palace and a castle. And he got it right. And so I looked it up on my phone, and I was reading it out to him about the difference between a Palliser Castle, and then we got on. That led to a discussion about. Now you might remember, you ladies. What did you say it was?
Knights Castile.
Knights Castile soap. And we remembered that on the television they used to advertise the Knights Castile soap, and that it was like velvet on your face. Well, apparently, I looked it up, and if you have a chance to, look it up on your Google, what Knights Castile soap is about, how it was made, because it's originally from Spain, and it was a very interesting read. So, we're 8 miles away. In fact, I think we're now 5 miles away from Wells. So I'll catch you when we get a bit closer. Raining, not very nice.
Wet, puddles.
His lordship keeps wondering whether his lights are on, because you weren't sure if your car lights are on.
Yes.
He still doesn't know how to drive this car.
Yes, it's one of those questions, isn't it? It looks alive, but are his lights on?
We'll see you in a minute. I have to say, it's not as flat as I thought it would be round here.
Flat.
Oh,
It is flat.
He says it's flat.
It's flat.
Well, they've got hedges. They
To be
didn't have
fair,
hedges.
to be fair, it's bumpy flat.
It's bumpy flat.
You know, which I suppose you could describe. Oh, there's one. Which you could describe as sort of undulating.
There, you see? Let's see how I bobbed up and down.
Yeah.
That's definitely an undulating. It's not flat.
Yeah, but it's not a hill.
It's not a hill, no. There you can see.
Now,
Fairly flat. Oh, that looks lovely, that little oasis of trees. Can't see. Very nice little place, isn't it? And then you've got a garden out there, so when it's sunny, let's hope we'll have some sunshine. We've come away from the sunshine to the rain here. And then up the stairs. Toilet there. Up the stairs. Bedroom number 1. Quite small, but bedroom number 1, very nice. And it's got an ensuite. Steps to bedroom number 2, and on the left is a bathroom and toilet, almost en suite. Isn't that gorgeous? the sliding door. Hey, hey. And then up the stairs again. To the third bedroom where there's 3 beds. This is where Liz is going to stay. And view from the back. And view from the front. And in the distance, right over there, is the beach and a little car park area. These are all holiday cottages. And the owner lives next door. Now the boys are in there making curry.
And it smells delicious.
And it smells delicious. They're debating over how to do it. What kind of curry is it, boys? What kind of curry?
What curry?
Curry. What kind of curry?
Oh, it's Rogan Josh.
Rogan Josh.
Yeah.
Lamb?
Rogan Josh, chicken and prawn.
Chicken and prawn. Is it nearly ready?
Or should I say, it's Rogan Josh, chicken and prawn.
Now mind.
Yes.
Well, we're tucking it into our poppadoms. So we have a lovely area here, and we turn around here, still looking nice, and then the husband suddenly goes, oh my God. There's lots of people there.
I think we'll go this way.
Unbelievably a load of people. Here comes the sun, do 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 do. Here comes the sun. And I say, it's alright, do 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 do. We're not sure what they're building over there. We think it's a marina. We aren't sure. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. And they are walking. They're trying to find the water's edge. Got all the geese flying home. And if you look down here, look what we've got on the side of the water's edge. These bumps are seals. Five seals just basking in the sunshine. The amazing what things you can do on the beach in the middle of nowhere talking to your granddaughter. I wanted to walk to the water's edge, and it's right way up there. I don't know if you can see them. Meanwhile, Barbara and I are walking apart, and Barbara is busy talking on the phone to her granddaughter. She's WhatsApping her granddaughter, who is she's babysitting next week, and she hasn't seen much of her obviously through lockdown. Her daughter goes back to work. Gosh, I think she's already back at work this week, and Barbara's supposed to be helping to look after 1 day a week. So the only way she can talk to her is through WhatsApp. So she's talking to her. Yeah, cute. The whole thing must be full of them. Must be full of them. Oh, there's one up there. And there's 1, 2 up there. Oh, and 1 there. And 2, 3 there. They make lovely noise. We're in Cromer and we're hearing a lot of aeroplanes because there's some manoeuvres going on off HMS Queen Elizabeth, where with the US Air Force and the British Air Force, some NATO exercises, and for the past couple of days we've heard nothing but aeroplanes. It's been quite good actually. Nice place, this is Cromer. Oh, apparently Stephen Fry used to be a waiter in that hotel, if any of you know who Stephen Fry is. This is the groins to stop the sand from shifting down the country. This is Holt. It's a busy little Norfolk town, I'll have to say. Full of cafes, antique shops and owls apparently. There's an owl trail.
Blocking that route.
But you're not
No,
blocking
you're
it.
not.
You're
Yeah,
not
I am.
blocking. No.
I
You
hate
can
to-
only block.
I hate
You
to
can only
agree,
use
but I think
one route.
John's right.
You
Yeah.
can only use
Yeah,
one
that's
route.
fine. I'm using that route, but it blocks your route.
No, it doesn't.
It bloody does.
It's only allowed you
It blocks your
one
route.
route.
It blocks your
Yeah,
route.
but you can't block all
You're-
three. You
you're
can
just
block
like,
one.
you look like you're playing hopscotch.
No, I'm not playing that.
You are. You're coming. Hang on.
John, it's your turn.
I can pull one here.
Ticket
I'll
to
play
ride.
hopscotch
Please
over
Ticket to
there.
ride.
No, I bought the right.
He wants to go
travel-
from there to there, and he said he doesn't need to buy that station because he's already there, and he says he wants to buy that station. We are saying he has to buy that station first.
No,
This
I think he's right.
answers, please, eventually for those connoisseurs in train station. It might take a few weeks, but do tell us. Jenny, is that Jenny on the phone?
No. Is that British Rail?
Well, they won't have any clue.
Could you put me through to your planning officer, please?
This is day 2, having watched the rules on the TV.
It is turn.
I haven't gone.
We want to be YouTube warriors. This has to be video for YouTube.
Because you're getting all the rules wrong.
We don't care. We're taking John.
I don't know whether it is. No, what I'm going to do is take that one and get Barbara Turner Colesman over.
His lordship is black.
I'll have
John's down in the Mediterranean. Liz, you are green.
doing?
Yes, I'm. You,
Or you're blue or green? Green.
green.
And Barbara's
your
blue.
turn.
I'm
Tunnel!
Europe and Eastern Europe.
Tunnel!
Tunnel.
Tunnel. I'm doing
Which
a tunnel from Paris
With
to
which
Zurich
colour? What
with
colour?
those three cards. Red.
Oh,
1, 2. Oh, yes!
You're not shuffling them very well,
Woo,
Mr. Swift. Could I have
It's getting
another,
late.
Could I have another?
Your neighbours will be complaining.
Well, we're only here another night.
Yeah, but
so
they'll be asking for a
What are
reduction
you
in
doing
there.
there? Hey, why are you in that? Why
get
are you
around.
in my part of the world?
I get around. I heard about this bloke down by the Med, and I just thought I'd got to go and see him.
It's not on.
Sorry,
No.
Micheline.
I'm going to block you.